She sighed and felt her heart soften. She loved Chase, but he needed to learn to control his behavior. "But you still have to know your limits," she said. "I know she hit me out of frustration, but if you attacked my mom just now, how would we ever face them again?" He nodded and replied, "I know, baby girl. I'll be more careful next time." And even though he said those words, his way of thinking had not changed at all. If Patricia crossed him or Celia again, he would not stand idly by. Passing the rest of the ride in silence, they finally arrived at the hospital. Once inside, Chase and Celia began to make their way to the children's ward. But before they could go upstairs, they ran into Chad, who was waiting for them in the hospital's lobby. Just hours ago, he had lost everything, alongside his entire family, because Chase had made him so. They were surprised to see him standing there. They didn't know what his intentions were. Chase moved in front of Celia protectively and walked over to him. Unlike all the times before, Chad was actually respectful. He smiled and said, "Chase, Celia, I'm glad to see you both. I was hoping to run into you." Chase stared at him, his expression unchanged. "What do you want, Chad?" he said. Chad was quick to reply, "Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to cause trouble. I came to apologize." "Apologize?" said Chase skeptically. "I was wrong, Chase," he said. "I shouldn't have looked down on you, scolded you, or allowed myself to have inappropriate thoughts of Celia. I know that you can never forgive me, but I ask that you let my family be. Your fight rests with me alone." Chad had given a lot of thought before making his way to the hospital. After what had just happened, he knew that Chase was not to be trifled with. He also knew that Chase had a lot of power behind him. But ultimately, he couldn't let the Manson family suffer because of his actions, especially his father, who was currently under criminal investigation. If it continued, his family would be done for. He had come to the hospital to put away his pride and beg Chase for forgiveness. Perhaps he could have some leeway for his family. While he would lose face, he'd be able to find it again someday. Right now, it was more important for him to help his father get out of this predicament. But Chase had no sincerity in Chad's words. It was the same empty gesture that he had come to expect from him. He replied coldly, "Chad, you can't blame me for this. The only thing that was done was the releasing of information. If the allegations are not true, then no one has anything to worry about. Your father will not go to jail unless he has done something wrong." The corner of Chad's eye twitched. He was displeased with Chase's attitude. If Chase had the power to find and release that information, he had the power to stop it. "Chase," he continued, "I know you aren't just an ordinary person. I know you have a way to help my dad. Just think of it like helping out an old friend." While Chase could have saved Edward from going to jail, he didn't feel like he needed to, or wanted to. First, Edward had actually done many illegal things. Second, he didn't owe the Manson family anything. "I'm sorry," said Chase. "I couldn't help you even if I wanted to." Celia chimed in, trying to make Chad see reason. "Chad, what your dad did was wrong. Honestly, it's inappropriate to ask Chase to step in on his behalf. Plus, he doesn't have the power to change a court's decision." Hearing this, Chad couldn't bear it any longer. He suddenly raised his head and looked right at Chase. Loudly, he said, "Do you think that you can selectively bend the rules? Now that you have the power over me, you think you can wield it without consequence? I'm begging you. And if that doesn't help move you, just remember how much I've helped you these past few years." Celia and Chase were quiet. Chad kept talking. If it weren't for me, Dottie wouldn't be alive right now. I am the one who lent the money for doctor's visit. I am the one who booked the consultation with Dr. Zimmerman. Everything was done by me. I've helped you guys so much, and now I'm begging you for one thing. And you're really not going to help me? Chase laughed. I don't know why you're here, he said. Perhaps to win Celia's sympathy? But as for the things you mentioned, none of them were actually done by you. You didn't even arrange Dr. Zimmerman's consultation. I did. I'm warning you, Chase. Don't push me. I need to find a way to save my dad, and I will go to the extreme to make that happen. Chase narrowed his eyes and said in a low voice, I will repeat myself one more time slowly. Your dad should be asking for a favor at the police station, not from me. You, Chad said loud, drawing attention from the passerby. He pointed at Chase and said loudly for everyone to hear. Everyone, please, I need your opinion. This man here has no sense of gratitude. He only knows how to take. While I'm on the outside, he seems like a sheep. He really is a wolf. Chad carried on, speaking louder now. He pointed at Chase and Celia and said, I've known them for the past few years. I've considered them my friends. I've been pouring my heart and soul into finding ways to help them take care of their sick daughter. They didn't have any money, and so I lent them $10,000. I've done everything in my power to help them find a reputable doctor. I think in total I've given them over $500,000. Not even as a loan. That is how much they mean to me. He paused for effect and then continued. But in the end, do you know what I got in return for my generosity? He was shouting now. I was taken for... It was all a trap to seize my family's properties. They've even gone to the police station to report a false allegation. My father is set to go to court, and through one lie or another they have hurt my entire family. I came here today to beg them to spare my family, even if they want to hurt me. Everyone, may I ask you, is that what friends would do? Hearing this diatribe, the bystanders started talking around and pointing at Chase and Celia. Someone in the crowd said, Oh, since he's helped you like that, you repaid him by seizing his family's properties? Oh, your conscience must have failed you. Another one chimed in. Oh, thank God my friends don't act like you. Are you even human? Oh, this is too much. Some even took out their cell phones and began to take videos. A few provided live narrations. You guys, you'll never believe what just happened. I've seen some pretty dark things here at Heir Hospital. Do you know what these two did? They just sent a friend's family to jail after he had helped them financially for years.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.